music production.
Hi y'all, welcome to another episode of Unfriended. Before I get started, man, let me give a quick shout out to Panther City Hat Company. If you like comfortable, stylish, and well-made hats with Fort Worth in mind, definitely check them out. Go over to I'm over here tripping. For 15% off, go over to the online store. Just use the code Unfriended at checkout at PantherCityHatCo.com. It's PantherCityHatCo.com. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook. All that good stuff is Panther City Hat Company, LLC. And then shout out to Klarity Music Group for the production of this podcast. It's Klarity with a K. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, claritymusicgroup.com, all that good stuff. You got your boy Rob G, my boy T over here, holding it down, co-host. And today, my boy Vic Soders, not Soders.
Exactly, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
Appreciate
clarify that right now. You know, he doesn't like that shit.
Man.
So my boy, fellow, well, would we call it a podcast, or is it more of a?
It's more
what
of
even
a,
really is a podcast, I guess, because that's. I mean,
I think podcast is more of like you sit down, you kind of shoot the shit, and you go over current events.
Okay. So what would you consider?
I just do reviews.
Okay, so we'll say fellow YouTuber then.
YouTuber, yes sir.
I was gonna say fellow podcaster, but I watched some of your stuff, like I told you. So his channel is My Black Universe. It's Universe UNIV3RS3. Just switch the E's out for threes. I'm gonna put the links below, so y'all don't gotta remember all that stuff. But
fellow musician also.
So what?
Fellow musician.
Oh really? Oh yeah, you did say you could play the
clarinet and tenor sax.
Sax, that's right, man. Yeah, I wish that was. That thing's been dropped so many times, and I mean, I don't know, bro. But yeah, so let's see. We'll start off real simple, bro. Like I said, man, it's the first of all, first episode of the year, man, 2020.
Hey. Welcome back to 2020.
How's the year been for y'all so far? This is what, 5 days deep,
man,
6 days deep, something like that.
Yeah, it's been some bullshit. We
got
a goddamn war going. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Like we can't start the year off chilling first. Damn.
Nah, bro. I've been trying to put some weight on, bro. I got some creatine and shit. Just I'm ready for the draft, bro. Like
we could start it out chilling, but that'd just be too easy.
I'm ready for the draft.
You know what I'm saying?
Too much. You ready for the draft?
Nah, I was telling him the other day. I said, what were we saying? Oh, I was saying I'm gonna just go back to TCC and be a student, bro. Fuck the draft. You know?
Yeah. It's crazy. For most people, had a good holiday. Come New Year and bam, like what the fuck? Like whoa, that was fast. Like we couldn't get a couple weeks into the year before we start with the bullshit. But the same thing I think Bush did when he had some shit circling around his name. There was a war, and the next thing you know, it was a war, and then bing. No. What was happening with Bush was
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but continue.
Yeah, we were controlling somebody's oil, and they were like,
always, yeah.
Well, we want to come. Then we were controlling their money, and they were like, "Oh, we should come get our money out of your banks," and they were like, and then bam, it was a war. So because it was a war, that locks down all major transactions outside of the U.S. Something like that.
Right. I remember that.
So man, it's just politics. They can run the game however they want to. They know how to do it. It's chess, not checkers.
Always.
Yeah, good way to put that. I'm over here talking like I know about politics and shit. Like I was telling y'all before, I've been trying to stay in the loop, but really just because it's a damn comedy and shit. Like, yeah. And as much as however you feel or don't feel about Trump, I mean, he's a funny ass motherfucker, bro. Like yeah. It's not a situation really to be funny in, I guess, but yeah, he's pretty funny, bro.
Yeah, well, people are saying he can't be controlled. He's not broke.
Yeah,
he came in this bitch with money. He's like, if you don't do this, you can't fuck up Trump's credit. He done had how many bankruptcies over the years, and he's good.
Yeah,
he's good. It's hard to control a person with deep pockets.
You can't, because you can't do nothing to him.
Yeah, it's like, what you gonna do? It's like, we're gonna find you some money, bitch. Okay, that's chump change. I'll make that back tomorrow.
And I forgot which comedian was talking about this same. Well, every comedian is talking about this right now, but I can't remember who it was. But they were saying how they were pretty much just saying basically saying like, I bet Trump doesn't even really want to be, president. It was just one more checklist off he done everything else, like to where somebody said, he had mentioned a long time ago about like I might run one day or something, and somebody they were like, I bet somebody was like, you wouldn't win, and he's like, bitch, I'm gonna do it just to show you that I can just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that's why now people are, now they're trying to do this impeach shit or whatever. Now people are like, man, a lot of all these comedians and shit, these comics and stuff, they're all super liberal, LA type shit. So they're on this like impeach Trump type shit. They're like, man. This is from them. Just I watch a bunch of podcasts and shit from all these other comics out in California and shit, and they're like, man, I bet the impeachment is what's gonna make this motherfucker win again, because he's gonna be like, oh, y'all, you want to get me out? I was just gonna dip, but y'all trying all this, y'all doing all this and that's to get me out. I'm gonna just stay in just to piss you off, bro, just because I can.
Yeah,
and he's gonna win, bro.
Yeah,
and like by far. Again, I'm not the most like. Versed, like whatever you want to word it, but I don't really keep up with that shit for a reason. But that motherfucker, he's gonna be the president again, and
them trying to get him out the office, it would be the dumbest thing they could do right now. Not only with the war,
you'd have to explain to me why, because I don't.
Because they did there was a reporter, she was talking. There was some people protesting against his impeachment.
Yeah,
and this one white dude, he said if they remove him from office.
He attacking all black people.
It will be a civil war.
Yes.
It will be a civil war. And I believe it.
And I believe it too.
I believe it.
That's a good point, bro. A lot of people don't realize how much of the country supports Trump.
Yeah, like you try that if you want to.
Like
we're in Trump country.
Yeah,
whether we know it.
You know what I'm saying? We're here. I mean, our little block's not, but you go 3 streets over.
You're going to see some Trump 2020 flags and all that extra stuff.
And then you hit the next to it, you know? And then there's going to be 300 more streets of Trump flags and shit. And then the other 3 streets of, Democrat stuff. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't want to get too deep into it.
Right.
You can answer or not answer or whatever. I mean, it's whatever. But, I mean, how do y'all... And this is just in general, not even just about Trump. Actually, it's not even about Trump. But just like... And again, bro, y'all don't even have to answer this shit. But just like... How do y'all feel? We can just say that. I was gonna ask about voting and shit, but how do y'all even feel about voting? You know what I'm saying? Y'all think it even matters? Do y'all vote? Again, you do not have to answer this shit.
I'm gonna keep it G. Voting matters when you're getting something out of your vote. A lot of people gonna disagree with me. A lot of black folk gonna disagree with me, and that's okay. But I'm speaking from black perspective. For the last 10 years, black folk have voted and voted and voted faithfully to the Democrats. We've got nothing for it. Nothing for it. Everyone else that votes, they vote for something. They don't know. Hey, what are you gonna do for us?
But why not to cut you off? But why?
Because
what do they think? They think they're getting something out of it, or they'd go the other way then.
But at least you get them to say something, so you get them to say, hey, okay, well, this is what we're gonna do for your rights. This is what we're gonna do for allocating resources.
Yeah.
So you can have something to hold them to.
Right.
They just like Clinton did. Come play the saxophone. Clinton, his wife, do the nay, and they invite him to the cookout.
Yeah.
What is that gonna do for you?
Nothing. What
is that doing for you? When you get in office and you say, hey, well, what you doing? You didn't ask me for nothing. You didn't hold me to anything. Now you can't. Now you can't say. You can't. Now you can't get up in arms because like what do you mean? You put me in office. To me, I feel like this is the best way I can break it down. To me, voting for the Democrats is the same as a woman who dates the same type of dude and expects something to go good in a relationship or to become a relationship when she gives the panties on the first night.
Okay.
That's what it's like. That's what black folk voted for the Democrats. Just because we can vote is the same as a woman giving up on the first night and expecting a relationship. I got what I wanted.
Right.
Why do I need to take you out to dinner?
Yeah.
Why do I need to call you? Why do I need to text you? I done got what I wanted. It's in game. I'm good. How you gonna do me like that? You gave it up too fast.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it.
You didn't leverage nothing. And that's my issue I have. I'm not finna just vote for just so you I can be counted on ticket. But no, what are you doing for me, man?
Exactly. And that's it don't matter who the hell's running. They just gonna be Democrat.
Yeah, it don't matter. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter.
Trump could have been damn Democrat, being a fool, and they would vote for. It doesn't matter who is.
I'm at a point now. It don't. So okay, you're Republican, cool. What are you doing for me? Well, this is what we'll do. This is what I'll do for black folk. And it's tangible, and it's actually something. Not just this. Not all people. This is tangible. You can get my vote,
right.
and I know it's gonna piss off some black folk.
Can't please everybody.
If you're gonna do something for me, I can rock with you because that's business. That's one thing. If you ever just really look at black people and how we move as far as business over the years, we get too emotional. We get emotional. I can't do nothing with that person because my feelings. You and your feelings, but you ain't getting no finances. You got to put your finances over your feelings. You may not like a person, but you need to get that paper, and that's actually the best relationship you have because you don't go in there. You go in there, you scrutinize everything. You look at all the paperwork because you don't like me, you don't trust them. I need to make sure you ain't screwing me over. Let me look at this. Okay, it's good. Now you're doing good business. We getting our feelings and we jump into bed with somebody and they screw us over. I can't believe they did me like that. Man, bump that, man. It's time to be. It's time to be accountable for our
That's what
actions.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say the opposite, just being a victim all the time.
Yeah,
you know, and
it's time to be
again, bro,
accountable.
I'm not like. For the viewers, don't be taking what we're saying or I'm saying like way left and shit.
Add me.
No, but
Hold on, let me look at the camera. Add me. You can add me, and I'll answer your questions. I have no problem answering questions.
Definitely.
We got to be accountable. I'm sorry, and I'm not saying racism don't exist. I'm not saying people don't do shady shit towards black folk. But
that's all true.
But you got to see it. Quit. This is what gets me. We want the quiet racist. We want the person. Hey, black people, I love you.
Hey, check this. Like, if you're gonna be on that entourage, to elaborate on what you're saying, I don't believe in Democrat Republican votes. I don't believe in it. I don't believe even if you're an individual who's an independent vote, like you're neither left or right. All I believe in is the community votes, the local votes. That's the only the stuff that counts.
Yeah.
Because you getting the police chief in there, you getting the mayor in there, you getting the councilman in there. That's the stuff that's gonna affect you when the propositions come up and the bills come up.
That's a good
and
point.
You gotta pay for something. You see what I'm
Break
saying?
it down,
You sitting there talking to the people who you never met before. Why not talk to the people who's
I fully
in front of you?
100%
You see
agree
what I'm
with
saying?
you on that. Like,
You can
start with your community first.
You can have a racist Trump, but if your police chief is more racist than Trump, that's worse because he controls the police force that's out there knocking you upside your head. You getting your license out here, officer. What? Hey man, what are you doing?
That's like, what I do to everybody.
My police chief says, "Hey, this is what we need to be doing."
Right.
Like,
man, I damn near want you to repeat that because, bro, a lot of people just overlook that shit and they just only, vote for the, the presidential shit instead of doing the local shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit that really gonna affect you.
Your governor, your mayor, your police chief, your judges.
I definitely repeat it.
The judges, man.
And the judges is real integral to everything. But if you're going to vote Democrat or Republican, then vote Democrat or Republican locally in your community before you even get to the presidential.
Vote for the person,
and then go to these meetings and ask them questions.
Ask questions.
Confront them. Quit being scared to ask them questions. Man, it's your livelihood.
But think about it at a presidential debate. You don't get to ask no questions.
Nope.
It's millions of people watching online, on TV, in person. You can't get around to that many people.
Break it down.
But in your community, you can get around to a couple people, at least a couple hundred. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it needs to work out. That's the only way you're gonna be able to really prosper.
Most definitely.
This shit's fucked up.
It is.
But I'm over here trying to think of what to say. I'm just like, bro, it's just fucked up, man.
It is. But what you gonna do?
That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, what's the roll over and just play the game or do something? But it's like, do what? I think the answer is like what T said. Just at least start locally. You know,
be local. Be an active local. And make informed decisions. Don't do it because they have a label Democrat or label Republican. Make it informed, like you said. Talk to these people.
So many people they have it set up to where you don't even have to go down the ballot. You just all Democrat. I don't even know half the names, but I just all Democrat, all Republican.
And these people can have
it's like, bro, have you even heard that? Have you talked to them? Just again, but I don't even do some hardcore research. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I try to stay away. I do vote, and I but like I said, you got me over here thinking, bro. Like, I really need to do more research and shit just locally, bro, because I don't think our votes again, bro, people might be on some I could give a fuck, bro, the presidential elections and all that shit, bro. I just think that shit is just, I don't think your vote matters, bro.
It's a pomp and circumstance.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I think locally it really does, but why? I'm over here thinking like, does that even make sense then either? It's still all the same shit, but it's not though. I don't know, bro. It's just y'all got me over here thinking too much. If we go back,
most of America voted for Hillary.
Yeah.
But Trump won the Electoral College.
Exactly.
And that's why he's in. We can go back. We can pull up. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. You can pull up the numbers. That's what happened.
But
Hillary had the popular vote, but Trump had the electoral college.
Right, and I don't want to take this all stupid conspiracy and shit, but it's like, man, we're voting on computers and shit now. Even if we was all still on paper and shit, who the fuck? You know what I mean, we don't know what happens when this bitch leaves.
Votes?
Yeah, you know.
Can you trust them?
Yeah, we don't know. We just don't know.
Hey,
you know
how it breaks down is they assign a certain electoral judge to each specific voting location, each specific voting booth. That electoral judge, is supposed to count up,
held behind accountable.
Yes, for his counts, for all the people that came from that area and voted at that specific location. Those votes go to one specific location in every city, and then they count them up again.
He be really making shit up like he knows what he's talking about, right?
Once everybody counts it up, then it goes to the big house. Then they count it up again. So you never really know if people are getting by one ballot here, two ballots, but you do get in trouble. You do get in trouble if you don't have your ballots in the correct places. Or if you don't count them up.
Yeah, but it's always after the fact, though. That's the only problem.
We don't know what happens, bro. And I don't think we ever fucking will, man.
It is, man. Like I said, it's politics, man. All I know is it's a dirty game. And you got to pay to play.
You
got to pay to play. And I'm cool on that. I'm not thinking. I don't want to be that far deep into it where I got to worry about, my life, my livelihood like that. But,
right.
I do want to make sure, like you said, locally I can affect change. Be like, hey, if the police chief is on some janky, you gotta go.
The judges is really. I'm glad you
brought that up. Because the judge can look at you and judge can just glance at you and be like, guilty. You like, yo, bro, like what do you? I was just walking down the street and they pulled me over. Like, what do you mean guilty? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you look at my record, I have no guilty,
no priors, nothing.
What? All right, okay, all right.
All right, so like I said, we might come back to it. Who knows? Like I told you, bro, I'm not about to interview you, bro. We just bullshitting, talking, or whatever. Well, how did I even get on? I was talking about the new year, or whatever.
Yeah, we talking about the war. We talking about the war, and then it led to Trump and all this stuff with politics, man.
The draft or whatever, in New York or whatever you said.
And it's crazy, man. But it is what it is, man.
Where are you from?
I'm from Folketown, Fort Worth, born and raised, which is not Dallas, people. Let me tell you, say it again. It is not Dallas. There's literally a 30 to 45-minute drive between Dallas and Fort Worth. And there's 2 cities in between. If you're going down 20, if you're going down 30, you're going 30 to 20, there's Arlington between the two, Arlington and Grand Prairie. If you're going 121 to 183, then you have Irving in between the two. It's not the same city. Quit saying, hey, you're from Dallas, right? No, Fort Worth, man.
Well, I agree with you, but this is DFW all gets thrown together for whatever dumbass reason, DFW.
And DFW Airport's in Grapevine.
Yeah, DFW, Even what you were saying earlier, bro. The Dallas this is playing in Arlington, and then the this and that playing over.
We forget about you, Irving, but we just know for a fact that y'all should have everything in Dallas. If you're gonna be the Dallas Mavericks, be in Dallas. You're gonna be the Dallas Cowboys, be in Dallas. Make your own revenue. That's how I always felt about it, but. Arlington is eating. Arlington is, that's what I'm saying. Arlington is doing good.
They sold all that property around there. That property used to be dirt cheap, and they said, "What? Jerry Jones would come and spend how much?"
Did they finish the new stadium though?
Yeah,
the baseball.
It worked. They got this. They got one section of seats in, and the stadium's finished.
I heard somebody had died or something 2 weeks ago. Did y'all hear that?
No.
Building the stadium or something. There was a fire. Oh. I saw it live on Facebook. I think, bro. Again, one person dies, a big ass fire. A week ago, maybe week and a half ago at the stadium or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyways, on a more positive note, I'm over here thinking man, did that really happen? No, I saw something on Facebook about that shit. But yeah, okay, so back to the very, very beginning. We'll bring it full circle a little bit. Fellow YouTuber. So yes, what do you do on your channel, man? I watched a little bit, but
so my channel is a channel to highlight black-owned companies and give them a positive spotlight.
Okay.
A lot of the stigma in black communities is that black folk can't produce a quality product. We can't work together. We're really shysty towards one another, and I want to give a safe space where black companies can get
Okay.
shine. Now, if there's some janky stuff with the product, I don't let that ride. I do
Okay,
critique it.
so you do hold them accountable. You're not just gonna let some
Yeah,
shit
but
slide.
I don't beat them over the head. See, that's why black folk can't. I don't do that
Okay.
Sambo, bug dancing Negro stuff.
Okay.
I say, okay, this is what was great about the product. This is what I wish it could do, and this is no what like no. I say this is what's great. This is what's janky about it. I don't necessarily say janky.
Yeah,
And
your
this is what
opinion.
and this is what I would like to see from the next iteration. I
Okay.
let them know I want to see you do the next iteration. I want to see you do better. Like the Figures phone. When I first released that video, the Figures F3 phone, man, I got so many people trolling. This phone is supposed. His phone used to be this. Why is he doing this? He's saying it's this, that, another. I had to shut people down. Like let people say what they want to say, but I kept rocking. But then I came out with like Figures F3 after the hype. All right, now let them have their shine for what they did do. Now let me critique what they didn't do and say this is what I want.
Okay.
Because it was a lot of fanfare behind the unboxing and all this extra stuff, these bells and whistles. I'm like, that's cool, but when I hold that device in my hand, that's all I got. That's the main part. Because bells and whistles are cool, they're novelty. Use them for a little bit, and then you be like, all right, you set them to the side. Now I got the device. It's cool, but I wish it did this. It's cool, but I wish it did that. That's where I got to. And then a few of those people are actually man enough and woman enough to come back and say, you know what, thank you for doing
That's
this.
what I was gonna ask
This
you
is
next.
honest, at least for being honest. I say, yeah, but you gotta let them rock. You gotta let them get that out
Right.
and say, okay, next version, this is what you need to be doing.
Okay.
I'm
What I was gonna. You go ahead.
gonna let you go on, but like, how you feel about people begging for jobs versus people kind of creating the jobs that are already there?
It depends on the mindset. Some people, not everybody can be a boss. Not everybody can be a business owner. Some people are good at working for someone. That's just their make up their mindset. They don't have the discipline to do like
They're not a leader.
Clarity Music Group. They're not disciplined enough to make sure they have a good ledger. Make sure they're not overspending. Make sure that they got a tight budget. Can hire the right people. There's some people that they have a great idea, they have a great company idea, but they can't hire the right people to save their life. They hire people in that are janky, they end up going bankrupt. But then there's people like you said, there's people who have a business mind and they know and they're willing to make the long sacrifice and work 12-hour to 15-hour days to get it off the ground and get it popping.
Yes,
And
sir.
so it depends on that person. Now, if you have a great idea, you may not be the one to execute it well, but you might know someone in your network.
Exactly.
Okay, you're more business minded. Let's draw up a contract. Let's sit down and let's
get
make
it in
this work.
motion,
And
yeah.
then let them work the business side and you keep the ideas going and they say, okay, that's your idea. How do I turn your idea into reality? What's the budget? What materials do we need? And they said all that and you give them the dream and they turn the dream into reality.
But that's
and both of
rare
you get money.
because of what you just said at the beginning of that whole statement was a lot of those people who might have the idea, if they can't execute it, then they probably don't have the type of mind, the state of mind to go find someone to make it happen,
Right.
to go get the patent so you don't get screwed over later, to go make sure this is written, or go find a team. Like, they just don't think that way.
Right.
So I mean, but like you said, if they are capable or able, I guess, to be like, all right, I got this idea, but I can't make this happen. Let me go find someone who can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but I just think if you don't have that state of mind in the beginning, I don't even think you'll make it to that step. I think a lot of dope ideas are just floating around out there, just not even.
Just kind of piggyback on what you're saying right there is like, thank you for saying that, but like, I feel like everybody has that ability to go make them steps, but every book don't start with the same introduction. You got to have some type of, I want to say,
I don't know, bro.
some route that you take.
I gotta disagree with that. I'm gonna
Some
let you continue.
some route that you take is not going to be the same route that everybody else take,
Right.
and nobody's going to have the
Right.
same route at all. Period. So somebody may need the networking, somebody may not need the networking. Somebody may need the job that the black company is offering. Somebody may not need the that same job. But it may pay more, so they may take that step. But I feel like once you get your foot in the door in any lane, it doesn't matter what you're going after. Even if you're trying to be the supervisor at McDonald's, once you get your foot in the door, it's up to you to make them steps. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the dedication to 12 hours, 15 hours a day.
Right, it's a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice, but that's the only way it's gonna get done. I think like so you saying basically, I mean, if you were to give a percentage, 95% of the people who want to create the jobs, you think they should go after? Is it a sacrifice worth taking, or is the risk too good, too big?
If you see that people there's a need for the people.
Exactly.
And you're willing to sit down and do the research and find everything you need to find out and ask questions because a lot of it involves us getting out of our comfort zone and talking to people that we normally wouldn't talk to and asking some questions we're normally uncomfortable asking to learn something. A lot of us don't want to go sit with the person who got a good business and actually pay the person for their time because their time is valuable.
Exactly.
Because
pay to be a fly on the wall, man.
Instead of sitting with you, give you free time, I could make another, setting up something to make another $250,000.
Yep.
So pay them for their time. And I know like a lot of folks, now he should just give. No. If you want good information, anything worth having,
Pay
you
for
pay
what
for
you
it.
want.
Yeah,
Like
T says that all the time.
Jordan's $200-something. You know what I'm saying? There's the people with the Air Gordons and
and all the
Air
and
Gordon.
you look at the symbol. Instead of doing like this, he's got a hand down here and people trying to stunt like these $50. Let me go walk through and they be like, what are those?
Yeah.
Because you're not paying for the quality. If you want the quality, you got to pay for it. I want quality information from you. I'm gonna pay you for how much for your time for 3-4 hours, man. This, that, and other. And they might cut you a little deal, man. And they might drop you a nugget just for free because they see you serious. And then learn. And then sit down and do the hard stuff. Make yourself do. Because a lot of it's, I've never done it before. I haven't seen it done. So I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. You're going to make a mistake. It's okay. It is okay. Make mistakes. Fail. Learn.
We done been through that, man. Well, we've been through it, and I'm not even going to bring up what
learn,
I'm talking about.
Reflect, and then do better.
We recently had a intern. I'm just gonna get on it because it's been on my mind, pressing issue. And of course not. You know what I'm saying? I respect people's confidentiality. Even though I ain't no lawyer, I know some things. But at the same time, like we just had to let that person go. And it didn't come from just no one person. It wasn't no group decision. It wasn't no we have to do this because we don't like this person. It was more so of the facts are laid out in front of us, and if we ignore these facts, it's gonna be detrimental to what we got going.
Absolutely.
It's way deeper than that, though, bro.
It's way deeper than that, but I don't like how this person handled themselves corresponding with everything that happened and came up because I feel like they could have handled themselves a lot better. That's just me personally. I expect a lot of everybody, and it would be wrong for me to keep that opinion to myself. So I feel like when we got what we got from that person, like just the decision was made and it just didn't pan out the way you see some stuff panning out a different way.
People what's up? Accountability, bro, and it ties into almost everything we've been talking about, and that ties into damn everything in life, I think. But so we had this person interning, kept making mistakes, like you just said. I wanted her to or him or her to make mistakes so that way I can correct you. And I didn't give this person responsibilities that would mess anything up if the mistake was made. It was just gonna grow. It's an intern, bro. And so I wanted this person to mess up occasionally so I could show you how to fix it. But this person always wanted to blame the computer. Blame something else. It's never my fault. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't me.
Being young businessmen, me and him should have went about it.
Cut it off.
We should have went about
it.
We should have handled that. You know what I'm saying?
And again, like I said, the only reason I wanted to stay on this topic because you can just put in X for whatever. This just goes to anything, just accountability, man. Like, and again, we're bouncing all around, but that's what I like about this podcast. But just accountability, like, that's not a good look, man. You just, like you said, man, it's the mistakes, bro. Like I made a shit ton of mistakes with Klarity, bro. Like a lot, and. At the time, bro, shit would, I beat the shit out of myself for him. But then, like a year later, or 2 years later, or a month later, or even a day later, I'm like, I get the lesson from it, and that's how I'm still going now. I'm still not close to where I want to be, but like, without all those fuck ups, bro, I wouldn't even be doing like this. Like, and again, I'm just over here thinking out loud, basically, but I'm just real big on like you're gonna fuck up a lot, bro. Be ready to you're gonna be an entrepreneur, business owner, whatever. You're gonna fail a million times, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man.
And with people, where we working with machines, this will all be set in stone. But we don't work with machines, so people are faulted. You know, it's never gonna be a perfect person that does everything correct.
Yep.
You know, even Michael Jordan slip up sometimes. Derek Jeter slip up sometimes.
Man.
But
Man, don't get me started on Michael Jordan, bro.
I know
don't
that's
like that
exactly
dude.
why I said that. But at the same time, you need to get a Jordan jersey. But my thing
I would
is
never wear no
just
goddamn
go about it
Michael Jordan jersey,
knowing
bro.
that
I would never wear no Jordan nothing.
I already know
Get at
you
me in
wouldn't,
the
but
comments.
I'm
Fuck that guy.
gonna get you a Jordan jersey, and if you don't wear it, you don't wear it. But I'm gonna still buy it.
I don't
You know
wear
what I'm
Jordan.
saying?
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
feel
burn
bad.
that bitch on camera or something. I'm down with that.
But
I really
like,
don't like that person, bro. I really don't.
just know though, like people are faulted everywhere.
Yeah, bro.
Everywhere.
I fuck up daily. You know, I'm just saying. I don't fuck up as much as Michael Jordan. I'm that shitty of a person, so I'm
But
alright.
human
I'm good.
error, it comes in different forms. Either way,
I hate that dude, bro. He's got brought up a few times on this podcast, bro. I just don't
He
fuck
getting
with
my
that
money.
guy. And
All
I'm gonna be real with
2020.
y'all, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all, dude. I'm trying to be real careful with what I say, cause I want to kind of take this conversation like super deep, bro. Cause I feel like y'all are the right people for this conversation, but I don't want to be doing too much. But man, I want to be careful how I word this shit. Do you know kind of the direction I might even be going with Michael Jordan? Like, do you know much about, like, obviously not.
I know how much your shoes cost to make and how much you charge it for.
I just think it's way deeper than that, but that's a good starting point. You know what I'm saying? I just think, like, because I don't want to speak on the black community because I'm not black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm around it all day or all that. I'm not saying I have
You
like
got
a
the
pass or
pass.
nothing, but a lot of people say I do, but that's whatever. I don't. That's not even. Fuck that. What I just said. I just live my life and I'm around who I'm around. But I feel like he just like does more damage to the black community than good. And I don't know the dude personally, but I've just heard other people in interviews from their.
That's been brought up. It's been brought up. It's been said.
Lot, though.
Me and my buddy Marcus Brooks of Notice Soul. Shameless plug for him. He has a brand where he designs shoes, and they're Italian handmade shoes. They're about the same price as Jordans. And the crazy thing was, a lot of people like, man, they see how much they see the shoes. They're like, oh, those are hot.
Mm-hmm.
And they see how much they cost, but for them, they can't equate. Well, I want to pay $200 for handmade Italian suede and leather.
I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean,
but they'll spend the same amount of money for some Jordans that you already got. He's dropped these 5 times. You have these, and for them it's like, but we have to realize the mindset. Like, okay, they don't see the value in it yet. They don't see the value in having red suede shoes with the gold bottoms.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a culture thing. It's them J's, man. It's the sneakerheads and shit.
We
out
know
there.
that all these shoes cost pennies to make.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean? But it's like at the same time, did you get them new?
Exactly.
Did you get them
and
brand new 12s? Did you get them brand new clothes?
I don't
It's part of the
I've
culture.
never bought a pair of Jordans.
Really?
And you probably won't ever see me. And no disrespect to the man, say you doing business and I'm with you to a point like, bruh, come on now. Don't be hitting people over the head with these prices. Like,
And it's not just like I said, it's deeper than that. It's not. It's just like because I watch a shit ton of interviews, so it's not like I've just heard 2 people say something. Like over the past my whole life of watching interviews, a lot of people, most of them black, have brought up how fucked up that dude is, and they've actually met him and shit. And
Yeah,
again, I've never met these people, so
I've seen some.
I'm
I've
not,
seen some of the articles where they said he's real. He's a character when you meet him. It's like it's kind of off putting when you meet him. Like, dang, like I figured you'd be more like this. And they're
Right.
not just Jordan. I saw a post by a young lady. She said Wale, she was his Uber driver, and she tried to big up him on his album. Like, you had a hot album.
Yeah.
And he said something like basically kind of brushed it off like whatever you.
Yeah.
He's like, dang,
You
I
belong me
was a
type shit,
fan.
like, yeah.
I was a fan, but that's how you act. Okay, cool. And I understand that artists, they all the time they're not
They're
want to be.
people too, man.
They want to interact.
Yeah.
But typically when somebody big on the album, you can kind of bring yourself like, I appreciate that, especially if it feels genuine.
Yeah.
They're like,
see,
hey, I think your album was dope and congratulations on that. Okay, cool, thank you.
That's the type of situation where like we wouldn't, like, I agree with you, but we'll never know. Who knows what news he might have got off the phone, got some shitty news. He might have clicked on the thing. I don't like. Don't talk to me. I want to. You can pick.
Right.
The silent or whatever. Or he might have just been going through something. He might just be a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Absolutely, because I know there's people that do stay in control. They're like, oh, you got the. And usually you can feel the energy. Like, oh, your little album, my album got to be a little album.
Yeah.
I guess it went hot. I guess you good. I guess you can. Like,
I always got the notion like Jordan the type of nigga that'd like watch you while you in line buying his shoes as he counting up 20 racks, and after you buy them, he gonna say, "Hey, good job. Like, that's good for you."
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Pat you on the back. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what good for you. But that's about the most constellation you'll get from him. But you know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. That's just me. You know what I mean? But I still gonna buy them Jordans at the end of the day.
And again, man, it's just like, it's not like Jordan is like the damn, it's a bunch of white people around him, really, at the top of this whole pyramid shit. But like, Jordan is fucking up there in that damn, on the pyramid.
In the upper echelon.
Like, he can he could do some shit. He can change shit. He could, I'm sure he couldn't
He's
just
a
change the price
billionaire.
of a damn. Yeah, bro, he could.
if you want,
he could
if
just
you want
stop
to, you could
fucking Jordans or something. You know what I'm saying? Do some others. Again, bro, it's not about the. I mean, that's a big part of it, is the price and all that shit. But it's just other stuff I've just heard and seen, and his attitude, and like I said, I'm not trying to speak for the damn black community. I'm just repeating shit black community said. Really, it seems like he does more harm than good, and it doesn't seem like he does any good, really. But again, I don't know the dude, man. Maybe one day I'll meet him and I can bullshit and just talk with him and see.
Let's bring it around. That's part of accountability. Black folk, he doesn't have to, because black folk don't demand anything of him. We buy shoes regardless. So he ain't got to change nothing.
He doesn't have to do anything.
If black folk stop buying, if black folk didn't buy another pair of Jordans for the rest of the year, Michael Jordan and his entire team will be reaching out to black folk like, "Hey, what's going on? Hey guys, we're just gonna get out into the community. We got some turkeys. Like, bro, it's summertime. What we need turkeys for, bro? Like, what you doing?"
I see what you're saying though. Like,
and we control that, because black folks spent $2 trillion last year, and what do we get for it? Depreciating rides, clothes that are gonna get old.
Shit, we don't even have time to list everything.
And
it's just a whole list.
It's crazy. Same. Okay, so let's take it. It's about consumers. Consumers control the narrative, whether they believe it or not. Apple comes out with basically the same phone every year. They just throw one feature.
Yeah.
Literally add one feature. They added one camera, and folk are paying $1,500. I'm like, bro, make them give you something tangible, like something. Give you some cool features. They just put what off 2 generations ago. They just barely got wireless charge. Or the last generation, y'all should have been made them do that. Stop buying it. Don't buy one generation of iPhone. Be like, look, this is what we want on our phone, man. Y'all. Okay, well, Apple's throw it out there and be like, hey, we're not buying it this time. Oh shoot, they're serious. Because when people don't take you serious, they be like, okay, whatever.
It's too many damn people and too many. It's like too hard to. That almost like all this shit is like connected. The more I'm sitting here just thinking, being kind of quiet, is like even like you talking about shit on like a local level and then the bigger level and this and that. Like, bro, it's like it's too hard to get so many people on board with like a boycott or something. Like, even what was it, the Gucci boycott or something? Shit lasted like a week or something, and shit wasn't even real.
Seconds.
Like that might have been the closest motherfuckers got to some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just because so many celebrities and shit, and even then, bro, it lasted in 5 days or something. And it was over with. But on like some local shit, I think that's it's much more possible. But on a local, you ain't gonna affect Jordan or Versace or something on local. So it's like, again, it's almost like y'all got me over here just thinking deep. I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, what's the answer to that one? What's the answer to this? Was like, it's like there almost is like not one now, bro. You just gotta
do it in small circles.
I don't know what the answer is. That's kind of what I'm getting to.
Small circles, man. Get a group of people, say, look, okay, this is what we're gonna create a narrative. We're gonna make this hot. Like my boy, like with his shoes, I support him heavily because designs are hot. Mm-hmm. But people, they're like apprehensive until they see it on the feet and they see somebody walking on, like, oh, those are fly, and they
need a cosign
and you got to make it popular. That's what we're at.
Yeah.
Like I learned. I don't know if you guys knew, Patron wasn't that expensive before. Before the rappers and the
Patron?
singers, yeah,
Oh, okay.
it wasn't expensive until the rappers and singers started saying bottle Patron. Everybody was talking about a bottle Patron, and then all of a sudden Patron's like, oh, well, we can raise the price up because now
Yeah,
now
we're
it
in
has it's
demand,
popular.
so.
We're in demand.
Yeah.
Because Patron is, if you go to Mexico, if you listen to people who drink tequila like that,
Yeah.
they'll tell you Patron is trash compared
Damn.
to everything else they got. That's trash. That's their bottled water of tequila.
Right.
Compared
I
to
never heard that
the
before.
Jose Cuervos and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And it's like, dang, I thought this was hot because
Yeah.
rappers and artists made it hot. Then it gets that status, and now they can charge. But it's really on the bottom of the barrel compared to everybody else.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
The foundation is at pop culture, like he's saying, because the pop culture is the ones that's controlling it. You know what I mean? And when you need the strong-minded gangsters that's supposed to be there in place for situations like that, they're supposed to stop wearing this, boycott that. They not there. But then when you kind of come around, it'll be a month later, 2 months later, they back wearing the same stuff, or they back drinking the same stuff, and everybody's on their head like, man, you this, that, and the third. They don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your word versus mine. I like this. I'm gonna just rock with it. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the strong-minded people aren't the ones that's being accountable. It's the other people that's done seen the fad, seen the trend, and they're like, well, they was this and that type of way back in 2009. Now in 2020, they're trying to renege and they're trying to say that all that stuff that they said back in the day doesn't count, but it all counted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all recorded nowadays. You know what I mean?
It's all documented.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you don't want to get caught in no janky stuff, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't do it.
I mean, I got like T.I. popping up in my head. Other people where I'm like, man, you better not wear this forever because there's like 3 hours worth of footage you telling people not to, and like going. Y'all saw the video of T.I. walking up on the dude and like in the street trying to like beat his ass because he was wearing some Gucci sandals or something like that.
Nah.
Yeah, some black guy was wearing some and he like made a big deal. It was all in the news and shit. So it's like, I mean, it's a small example or whatever, but that just popped in my head. Of like, it's just documented. You said it a million times. It's footage of this shit. It's like, again, it's just one small example or whatever. But I mean, I just want to chime in real quick on what you were saying about like the people, like celebrities, unfortunately, and fortunately, I guess depends who we talking about. They can reach more people. They got a platform and shit. So it's like, let's say, which this happens all the time, sadly. Like some cops, a little black girl gets shot or something. Some cops shoot a black girl, whatever, black person, doesn't even matter. Do you think it's like, these rapper, African American like rappers like duty to do some shit because they have such a big damn platform? Or if they just let it not slide, but if they just going about their lives, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I've always just kind of wondered that,
No. So my take
it's
on
like
that
your
is,
opinion, obviously.
if you're being supported by the people, speak out for the people. Because you're a voice. You are a voice. They may not. The people might be screaming, "Hey, treat us with respect," and the powers that be are like, they're so far down, they sound like whispers. But you're higher up, so you can be like, "Hey, man, that's foul what you did." And like, oh, okay. Now they're like, okay, you can get that in your ear. Like, T.I. does a good job of that. Killer Mike does a good job of that.
Yeah, Killer
and
Mike.
that's why I
I
can't never knock nothing that they do say, or when they go back on their word, because they do say it. It's a combination of all those whispers and a culmination of one person. It's just one person saying everything that those whispers are saying. But how the trend works is like the people who smoking weed, the niggas who like hitting the baddest females in the game, like. What are they gonna be saying in 5 years? That's what we're gonna base this next trend off of.
Yeah,
after that 5 years,
sadly,
because
I don't give a fuck, but sadly,
it's
everyone
weird.
else seems to.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird that it works like that because those are the same people that don't get the same money as the people who noticing the trends. So the people in the pop culture who was not even gonna say smart enough, but that's just the way that they was brought up. They take advantage of the fact of the people who are smoking the weed, the people who are hitting the baddest girls, the people who stunting and buying the cars and stuff like that. What are they gonna be doing in 5 years? Whether they rich or broke or not, they still gonna be the ones setting the trends.
First of all,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. This y'all, like I said, y'all got me thinking about too much shit right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's all just kind of like, it's what the fuck. what's the answers to all this shit?
People,
so many questions going on.
The people don't realize how much power they have because it's a consumer-based economy. You don't buy it, it fails.
But that's kind of what I'm over here thinking is like, bro, I don't have any fucking power, but we have all the power.
If we say we're not going to do this, it fails. If we say we're not going to buy this, it fails. If we're not going to listen to it, we're not going to support it, it fails. And then they have to come off that high horse and say, okay, what did we get wrong? Okay, well, now that you're listening, here's a list.
Yeah, right.
Here's a list of
the
everything
NFL,
that you did wrong.
You know what I'm saying? People start watching. I mean, all types of shit. But
and people, you know what I'm saying? I support
Kaepernick.
I'm a Cowboys fan. Let me say.
Oh, you're gonna say Cowboys, okay?
And their headache. These last 20 years have been trying, and I do mean last 20 years have been trying. But I don't watch games like that because I don't support the NFL's slavery-like mentality when it comes to their players.
Okay.
They should be allowed to be a voice. And when you have this master slave relationship, it's like, okay, I can't support that. Now, I'm just one person. There's still a ton of people that watch football games. There's still a ton of my friends that watch football games. I don't knock them. You know what I'm saying? They you know, I don't like that aspect of it. You know, I like being entertained. I like watching boxing. I like watching contact sports and stuff like that. But when you come out with this energy that says that's reminiscent of a time that was really bad for my people, especially with everything that's going, it's like, okay, man, I can't support that. And I could get on my soapbox and cry about it and scream about it all day. For what, man? When I can sit back, fall back, like, man, I don't support that. I ain't bought a jersey. I ain't bought a hat. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
And that does more damage than, like you said, being all loud and shit about it.
And they ain't been winning anyway. God damn it. But they got rid of Jason Garrett.
See, I don't keep up with all that shit. I don't keep up with sports, man.
Yes, he's gone. Bye. Bye.
We said we were going to keep this shit short, but we over here having a good conversation.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Before we... Bro, y'all just have my mind spinning too much, bro. And it's really not... It's not bad shit, but it's not good shit either. It's just kind of like, I don't know. What the fuck we doing, y'all? You know? What the fuck we doing? I don't know. You know, I don't fucking know.
To get it one day at a time, bro.
Like when you first came in here, you were asking about all the military shit I got all up around here, and you hadn't even seen the other 95% of shit. You know, my great grandpa, my grandpa, my dad, like they're all, you know, veterans and shit, bro. And it's like, what the fuck was all that for type shit? What the fuck we doing? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm asking myself too. Like I'm not like, you know, I don't know. Like I said, man, this just got a little deep over here. I'm just like. They're going from politics to businesses to talking about this to voting to it's all just fucked up. You know? It's like, I don't know, dude. I watch a lot of interviews, like a lot of entrepreneurs, celebrities and shit like that. A lot of them say like, bro, it don't matter who the fuck's the president. It don't you know, change my damn life. But it's like they got, like, bro, Dave Chappelle says that all the time, you know? But like, bro, you got, you know, $300 million, bro. So of course it don't fucking matter what, you know? And I'm not, hey, bro, I fucking love Dave Chappelle. I'm just use him as like an example, but and then it's like the other side, like you said, for like these people over here broke as shit, trying to get somebody to help, but like they're not. It's not affecting them either. They ain't getting the shit they said they were gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the middle class, you know, seems to. But ain't nobody getting shit when I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody.
What the fuck are we doing, bro?
The president disseminates to each state and makes the state do exactly. Not necessarily. It doesn't work like that. You have a local government for a reason.
We should just have separate states, bro, with different rules, and you just fuck with what state you want to fuck with what rules, and just call it a day, man.
Oh man, people see you. That's too much like right. See, people are unfortunately dumb, and they would intentionally go to a state that they don't agree with just to sit there and like give me some attention, some attention, like
shit.
Like, man,
a
go
whole
over there.
damn state will end up getting shot up. Some stupid shit.
I'm kind of glad Texas, because Texas, we got too many guns here.
Oh, we solid over here, bro.
We be shooting.
We can go ahead with that.
It'd be a Wild Wild West again. Everybody out there with cowboy hats and spurs. And
that really happened.
Yeah.
Instead of a six shooter, you do this. You got that Ruger. You're like, what's good? What's good, partner?
But man, all right. So, like I said, I keep racking up more and more questions, but I want to end this on a hopefully in a good note, ain't in a bad, but like I have a bunch of questions kind of like intertwined, bro, because I'm just kind of curious as like where you stand with stuff. Like obviously you sitting fucking here with the white boy on my business, my podcast. We just did business today.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I'm just wondering, like, I'm just thinking of different like scenarios, basically, like. And that's what, like, you see kind of where I'm somewhat. That's what I'm trying to be
Like what if it was a white owned company? What if
there's like a white and like what if it's a white husband and a black, you know,
a biracial
couple who owns like are you? See, I don't just want to be like you're racist because you're not. You and me been fucking cool as shit.
I think
for a minute now. Like
actually, I think there's been
that's
a
why
few
I've been
products
careful with how I word this shit. Thank you for stepping in.
It was a biracial couple where like the brother was black but his lady was white or she was Asian, and my thing is, are you using your platform to help your people? I know you can't hire all just black people now because then you'll get flagged. They'll be like, oh, okay, what are you doing at your company? Because the other companies can't do that either. But are you giving opportunities for people who work who live in your region that are black? They might need work. They might need something local. They might need something part time, and you can facilitate that because that helps you out. Because now you can pay somebody for to take over certain project and do that. Now that's my thing. Now are you using this to help your people at all?
Right, and that's the all right. So we're gonna, like I said, I don't want to start cutting you off of shit, but I kind of want to do some speed questions because I want to end this. But I'm just curious. I have you here, I really am curious. I appreciate you stepping in and kind of like getting that going because I'm like, fuck, bro, how do I word this shit without just being like. So you just don't you're not fuck with white companies, bro? Because I'm thinking, well, I mean, you and me did business today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue to do business. I hope, like you at my podcast, like so it's not. I knew it wasn't like that. I'm just like, how do I word this motherfucker?
Yeah.
My boy T over here holding it down, co-host of the year.
If it's a Victor, do you
5 days deep?
5 days in, and it's the best 5. You know what I mean?
Victor, do you not? If the long and short of it is Victor, do you not deal with white folk because you deal with black folk heavily? No.
That's it. That was the question.
No. It is not. It's not. I still deal with.
But it's like I knew the answer.
But I deal with
I just
us first.
Pick your brain a little more.
We get first.
Okay,
dips.
so that's gonna bring me to this next. Like I said, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, then we'll call it a day. So, how do you feel about certain companies? I know an individual actually related to me. I'm not gonna say who it is or what role they are or anything like that. But firefighter, right? They all took a test for a promotion. You already know where I'm going.
Right.
They got the highest score. They gave it to a black person who didn't get the highest score because they needed. They had a quota. They needed this particular city.
They had to diversify.
How do you feel about shit like that? Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't fuck with that, bro. Whoever's the best person for the job should just get the job, bro.
But then them quotas come up.
The books. Y'all had the same
like we
material.
don't have enough. We have 26% African American, 38% Asian American, and the rest is the white America. You know, Caucasian or wherever you want to put it.
Then whoever.
But I see where the other side feels. But I'm just wondering how you feel.
Because firefighters are under the local government, if I'm correct, right?
I would think so.
That means somebody
all different.
In local government messed up to where if you had to a person who scored higher, who's probably more fit for the job, because if you had to put somebody in there strictly based on the color of their skin because you have to fill a quota, then something's wrong with the way you got it set up in the first place. That means you really don't have enough diversity in your whole system,
right?
And I agree with you. The best person for the job, because even if you are black, you got to be quality. That's my thing. Like black folk, they'll get first deal, but if it's not a quality situation, quality company, it's like, okay, I can't rock with that because I don't want that on my channel.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want that on my channel.
Just because you're black owned, doesn't mean you just get a free pass either.
You come on, if it's supposed to come on my channel, I want people to keep coming on my channel and say every black company he's put on here has been quality. So if the work of the person is not going to be quality, then no, they shouldn't have got the position.
Okay, I was just curious how you would answer that. You know what I'm saying? I think about that all the time because, like I said, it happened to a family member. So I was just
indicative of whoever's in government because they was like, oh, we have to have so many black folk.
I bet it kind of made you feel like sourpuss too about it, like because I know that's how I feel. Like not growing up,
it could have been a purple person, an
you
Asian
see what I'm saying? Whoever,
I'm like, man,
but it kind of got you against the other side, and you didn't even mean to. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, bro, I was like, bro, I saw him studying. I knew that he earned it. He got it. They even said you got the 98. but the dude that got the 97 gonna get the job because he's black, and
that's what we need right now.
And I was like, that shit had me salty as fuck, bro.
That's the problem with the whole government.
I can't be mad at black people because that's all I'm around. So let's just get that straight. I'm just saying, like, in the sense of what you're talking about, like, I was just mad at the system. I wasn't like
because they messed up in the first place.
People,
if you had to
be mad at my whole surroundings, like
if you had to do that, that means you don't have enough diversity in the first place. Because you should have all your best black people, your high scoring black people, your high scoring white people, your high scoring Asian, your high scoring Hispanic. For how many number of positions, you should have them placed where they need to be placed. Not on, well, we're just gonna stick you in there because we got to meet the quota.
I don't think it should even matter. I think we should just let's look at the situation like everybody just damn clear. It ain't got a color. This is just the realistic shit. The generational shit, yes, it is. It's not diverse enough. Why? Because then white people are so many this ahead, this people this ahead. Like black people are way behind. Like that's just the real, bro. You take the color away, of course, gonna be more white people and this and that, whatever. It's fucked up. Unfortunately, that's the real. But like, the answer is not. It's not like, oh well, we'll make quotas so we can balance it. Nah, bro, it's gonna take a minute. It's some generational shit. Like you have like what you said, bro. You have to step it up for your kids and the grandkids, and then like over time get this shit right. Not just hand out on free ass shit or make quotas to where like, man, we need this, or like there's companies that get like tax write offs if they
hire Native Americans or something.
Like, bro, get that shit up out of here. It's gonna take some time, bro. Shit, like
it's all up in everything.
Fix some fucked up shit like that, bro. Ain't no damn like that. But bro, we could talk forever, bro. We're gonna have to have him back on because like I want to continue this conversation. But
thank you for joining Unfriended.
Hey, no problem.
Again,
no problem.
Make sure people subscribe to your
Most
channel.
of I will share this.
Yeah,
shout it out there. Subscribe.
You got any other questions though? No. I got a million questions. I guess why I got to stop myself. I got a million questions, bro. Like, you're gonna have to come on for a little part 2.
Most definitely. You know, we gotta finish what we're working on, musically.
Yeah.
So we'll be back. Most definitely.
That's what's up, bro. This is y'all got me. I'm gonna be overthinking for the rest of the day. My anxiety gonna be killing me. But look, I'm gonna be a little lazy on this one today, man. I'm gonna put all the links below, so y'all just don't gotta memorize anything. Just click on it. But subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to our channel. First episode of the year. Just what's up.
Yes,
Thank you for everybody who subscribe and just supported. Shot me texts and shit. Constructive criticisms always welcome. Shit, hate's welcome. I don't give a fuck. Just tell me whatever. It doesn't matter. But I appreciate all that shit. But like I said, we're about to wrap it up. Thank you.